Howdy-ho, my peeps. Okay, I have another product review for you. And this was the one I've been so excited, waiting to get the product, that I had to think about how I was going to do the review. So, here we go. Inside this big old brown box is Tushy! Tushy is a bidet, or rather it's a bidet appliance that you put on your existing toilet that allows your toilet to become functionally a bidet. Now, if those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know what a bidet is, and I know most of you do, although they're not very well used in the United States. They might be well known, but you know, you just don't see them here in the United States. What they are actually is a separate appliance from your toilet, and it is, so first you use your toilet and then you straddle this bidet thing and it shoots water into your underpinnings and it cleans everything up. Then so you don't have to use toilet paper. And if you have the kind that have a dryer attached, well, they'll go ahead and blow dry your underpinnings so that you are not only washed clean as a whistle, but you're also nice and dry. So it would eliminate the need to use like a towel or something like that, or you know, toilet paper to pat yourself dry. Anyhow, this particular appliance it fits on the toilet and it hooks up to the toilet's water supply, and then you can, when you need to, reach down, flip that thing on, the fountain of water comes up. Not huge, I mean it's fairly well directed according to the information I've read so far, and cleans you all up. So this, part of the reason why I was so excited about getting this thing is because the first time I ever saw one of these, it was there was a toilet and then there was a bidet installed right next to it, and it was when I was in Paris. I was staying in this marvelous little boutique hotel called the Hotel, or I don't know how to pronounce it in French, Hotel du Seine, maybe? Hotel du Seine, as in the river, is what the place was called. Anyway, it was this awesome, like, 5-story, you had to walk up this gorgeous stairway to get up to, you know, your floor, wherever you were staying. It had probably been an old home at one point or another. And it was just this fabulous place to stay. Well, in their gorgeously marbled bathroom, they had, you know, all the bathrooms had a bidet. Well, my sister and I were young. We'd never seen them. We had no idea what to do with them. So you turn them on and the little fountain of water comes up, and we thought, hey, that'd be a great place to shave your legs. So that's what we used it for. But now I've gotten older and wiser and I know what they're for. Just as with a little bit of history, bidets were first introduced in the 1700s in France, and France was a little bit ahead of the rest of Europe when it came to bathroom appliances, and it actually makes all kinds of sense. I mean, we have a shower, we have a bathtub to clean ourselves up. Well, in between showering and bathtub, it's really nice to have something to clean yourself up in the one place that really, really needs to be cleaned up, in between baths and showers, right? Right. So, it was developed there. It never really caught on in Great Britain, and there's a lot of theories about why that is, but one theory is that the English had this thing against the French because they thought the French were kind of snooty, so any of the stuff that the French did, they sort of didn't want to go there. That's one theory. It could have been something far simpler, like maybe there were structural issues in plumbing and stuff. I don't know. So then, around in the 1940s, when the American troops were over in England and France and, you know, Europe and the European theater, the troops encountered these bidets, but generally where they would encounter them were the whorehouses. So the idea that a bidet was sort of a dirty appliance kind of continued to be fostered in, you know, in the American mindset. So then what happened was jet set travel and the internet. And all of a sudden, we all got to see everybody else's culture, found out that bidets are very popular in countries like Japan. I mean, they're popular, or, you know, worldwide. But so we began to see, hey, you know what? Other people are using these things. They're useful. Maybe we ought to rethink it. Then about that time, you started seeing these kinds of appliances that that allows you to turn your toilet commode into a functional bidet, so you didn't have to like plumb in another bidet. So anyway, or another appliance, you know, a bidet next to your toilet. So anyhow, that's kind of the story. I'm going to show you just sort of what it looks like on the back, so you can sort of see. The appliance fits underneath your actual toilet seat. It plumbs down to the water, and then it's got some little knobs, and you can turn it on. And there's a little fountain thing that comes up and does its magic on you. So we are going to install this together, you and I, and then we're gonna test it. Oh yes, we are going to test it. The people at Tushy really enjoy their plays on words. This is a bum wash, also known as a booty cleaner, also known as an avant-garde post-poo routine, also known as your new butt buddy. Then they have their installation booklet that says, Tushy, how to put this shit together. You know they really enjoyed the marketing on this. In case you didn't know how to use your Tushy, first you drop your duty, then you spray your bum with Tushy, then you pat it dry. Ta-da! I don't know if you're supposed to install this on the wall or what, but anyhow. And that's the website, incidentally, hellotushy.com. Okay, so that's that. The pieces that come with this are some washers, some plumber's tape, a little valve thing that's going to go in line between your water supply and the Tushy thing itself. Then they've got a very nice metal flex hose here for doing your installation. Now this is the appliance itself. So I'll turn it this way. So here's what your nozzle looks like. It's just not nozzle, I mean your knob. So you're going to turn it to, there's two different ways you can do this. There's bum wash and nozzle wash, which is where you're cleaning out the nozzle itself. So this thing you're going to turn in that direction when you get this thing going. I am not sure. I think this is probably this is gonna direct something. I'm not sure what. We're gonna get into these instructions and we'll figure out what all this is for. This is where it fits onto your existing the holes that are in your toilet where your things come up and attach your toilet seat. So that's adjustable, which is good. So anyhow, this is what the pieces look like. Now we're going to get into the booklet and figure it all out. Okay, these instructions are very, very clear, which is nice. This little knobby thing I was showing you is actually, it adjusts the nozzle, and I'm guessing that means if the spray is going up or further down, I mean how far forward or back. Apparently that's what this does. Then this is the pressure control for the water. Those are the seat bracket holes, so that's this black unit that I have. Then it's got all the parts that's included. It tells you what sort of tools you might need. It gives you all your prep information, turning off the water, emptying the tank, taking off the toilet seat, and so forth. Then, on the other side, it gives you all the information about hooking everything up, what pieces are for what to do if you've got leaks. That's what this thread tape is for, is to deal with leaks. So once you've got this all adjusted and in, then you are ready to turn the water back on and give her a go. So I am going to go do all of that, and I'll bring you with me as soon as we're all installed. Here we are in mid-installation. I've removed the water hose from the toilet tank itself. This piece will go up in its place. Then that hose there will be reconnected here, and the flex hose that they've provided us down there will be connected at this point and then connected to the Tushy itself. So those of you who know me know that I live in a funky handmade house and everything is kind of scary looking. So those of you who don't, welcome to my funky handmade house. Okie, my friends, the installation is done. I did not wait to clean up the bathroom so you could see it all cutesy. I wanted you to see where we're at in the installation. See if I can turn off this thing. Maybe I can't. That's okay. So anyhow, this was a very important piece, and so was that for putting the toilet seat back on. This is really what you need more than anything. Now, we're going to get down in here. I'm going to show you. That is the setup, and there's 1, 2, 3 little things that need to be tightened there, and then this that goes underneath needs to be tightened. You can see it there. Now I think I don't have any leaks, but I'm not positive, so I'm going to leave that towel under there and we will wait and watch. Okay, so here we go. You can see that it is positioned underneath the toilet seat, and here are your controls. Again, this moves the nozzle up, and this here moves that nozzle back and forth depending on where you want it positioned. This says bum wash, and this is nozzle wash, which kind of cleans out the nozzle. Here's the off position. So here we go. We're putting it in the, oh, look at that. Oh my, that is quite a bit of, oh yeah, that is full on. Man, that's going to clean your underpinnings like nobody's business. Now we're going to back off that, the intensity. Well, we'll turn it all the way off. We'll turn it on a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, that's going to clean things up super fine in the undercarriage. Okay, so there you go. It is in, it is functional, and I think it's even stopped leaking. So, I'm a hot, sweaty mess. I've been working on this all day, but I'm done. Of course, I have yet to use the thing, so I'm sure there's going to be addendum to this, but just in terms of the unit itself, its ease or lack thereof of installation, and actually I would call this an easy installation. I just had to go find the right tools, and you know, I'm old and kind of all stove up, so climbing down on the ground down there and getting my head up underneath the toilet was quite a feat of human engineering, but I did it, and if I can do it, most of you guys can do it. So it was a fairly easy installation, and now we're just going to use it for a while and see how it works. I'm going to come back to you with another video updating you about this, particularly in terms of its durability, because you know, this is not a high-end unit. I mean, this is plastic essentially, and that may last for a long time, or it may have problems, hard to tell. So I will definitely update this, but in broad strokes, and my first impression is that this is a really useful item, particularly for people who have mobility issues. I can really see how something like this would be helpful, I mean, to make sure everything's all clean under there, and also maybe give you a little bit more sense of, I don't know, what's the word? Not security, but a little more confidence maybe, you know, that you've done your best, and even though you might not be able to get down there too well, you know that your wonderful Tushy has done it for you. So, there you go. I will come back with updates, but all in all, thumbs up, people at Tushy. You guys did a great job. Look below for any codes, discount codes, or anything that the Tushy company might be providing me with. And yeah, get back to me with any questions you guys might have or comments. Talk to you later. Bye.